Imagine spending almost a year in your first job and then you realize that you actually haven't learned anything. So that's what exactly happened to me, and this is my story of how I transitioned from one domain to another within my first company. So I joined my first company in 2021 August after I graduated, and from then onwards, like in September 2021, I got into a testing project. So initially things were okay. Like since I was not from a computer science background, I was from electronics, so I was not very much inclined towards Java and those proper coding things. So then I was like, okay, I will take up this testing thing. Let's see how it goes and what are the possibilities, because I know we do have a lot of opportunities in testing as well. If you can like reach somewhere, like if you get good work, testing has a lot of scope. But with that mindset, I had said yes to the call. Like you will get the project calls right when you join a new company as a fresher. So I had said yes on the first call itself, and then I project testing team, I started working with them. Then initially the KTs and all happened as usual, and then they had started assigning some, like, test cases and test documents we had to prepare. Okay, so it was also very manual work. Okay, completely manual work, and it was manual testing also. We didn't have automation testing also at that point in the team. So I was little skeptical in the start that okay, let's see, I mean, this much manual thing we are doing till now, so will it have how much scope it has till now in the market? So those things I had my mind in those initially, but then I was like, okay, let's hope for the best and let's see, try to at least learn whatever I'm getting right now. I mean, something is better than nothing. At least I won't be sitting idle if I don't have a project. So initial 6 months or 1 year is very crucial, right? When you join a new company, so you are like the first time you're experiencing the journey or the transition from a college or being a student to a corporate person in general. So that transition also takes time, that to understand the whole corporate thing, how it works. So everything was there, and I felt I was little intimidated initially because yeah, I am a little introverted and shy person in general. Was much more before. Right now I'm way better, but yeah, we'll come to that later. But yeah, I was used to be little intimidated of in learning the new things, or like new terms, that deployment and all of this stuff. I used to feel very overwhelmed at times. But yeah, so but still I pushed myself hard enough that no, we have to learn and we have to grow as much as possible, as much as we can take things in the first initial few months. We have to learn. So like that, I went all in. I used to go through the KT videos and all of that again and again to understand what is this about, what testing we do. Okay, so what are the features, what is the application, what is the website. So I was working with a UK client, so they had a, like, it was a pension scheme project, and basically the BFSI side, and they had a website and everything. So yeah, but there came one point where they assigned me to work with another testing team. So we had two different testing teams. They assigned me to work with another testing team, and that in that like means when I was assigned that task, it was like I used to open the laptop every day. I used to wait. I didn't have any work. Okay, I used to wait. Whenever they will log in, that team will log in, and they used to have like they will do testing. Basically, that testing team will do a testing, whatever the development tasks will be there, that will go to test environment, and they will do the testing, and we had to run the jobs. Okay, so we were using control M scheduling tool that time in our project. So we they somehow they didn't have the access to control M, like to run the jobs in QA environment or test environment, but we had. Okay, so I was in the batch support, so they used to call it like that. I was in the batch support, and they would they would ask me to run so and so job, do this process. I would have to do it manually from backend. Not only running the jobs, few manual processes also we had to do. Okay, so that was the only work I was doing. Okay, and it's not like that I didn't speak or I didn't ask for work, like proper work. Like, can you assign me? I did ask 2-3 times. Like I have multiple times reached out to my manager that like this is I'm not able to grow that way. Like I'm not learning anything as such, so can you please give me some proper work like that? So they were like, yeah, we will give next quarter like that. Okay, fine. I was like, okay, let's take it a little slow, let's learn whatever is there in the currently I'm getting. But then I came a point, I was like, days were passing and I was just doing that, and rest of the time I was scrolling. Like literally I was scrolling my phone and my laptop is open. I'm not doing anything fruitful. Then it just hit me that, okay, what am I doing? I mean, this is the initial time of my career. I can't be sitting like this and I can't be wasting the whole time. Then what I did is I started learning little somewhat courses from YouTube and all of that. So that time data domain I got introduced to, and from YouTube and everything. So I got little interested in the SQL part, and I um, went with doing little courses on YouTube on SQL to learn and all, so that I got hands on. Then I wanted to shift to the ETL domain. Then I reached out to my manager that I want to release from this project. I am no longer willing to work here. Proper development in the data domain, I want to go. So then he told that, okay, we will be, anyways, our project is going to end in next 2 months. You will be released. But then after, I think 1.5 months, again I reached out. They were like, you drop a mail to the senior management. And also I then again dropped mail, like mentioning everything, all the points. And by that time, in the meanwhile, I had also connected with one of the other project managers in another project in the company. They were working with Informatica, so I was very much interested to go into that. That was a completely development project. And so yeah, that was the thing. Then when I reached, when I mailed to the senior management, they reverted back saying that we have invested time in you, giving you KTs and everything, so we can't just leave you or let you go like that. We have to find a replacement first, and then only we can let you go. And then I was little surprised, because earlier my manager had told, like my immediate reporting manager had told that we can release you, and then now they are saying like that. Already 2 months had passed by that time. I got very much anxious at that time, with that again I can't be wasting another 6 months or 1 year in this also. I don't know when they will get a replacement, right? So I can't be just sitting like that. So this and all happened, and after that I was like, no, I have to. So they were like, we can't just let you go right now, and you cannot connect to any other project manager like this when you are already in a project. So I was like, okay, that is again another different thing. So I was like, okay. Then finally I spoke over phone with my project delivery manager, and what he suggested me is that I was working from home till that time. I am actually basically from Kolkata, so I was working from home in Kolkata in the that whole time when I was in testing. So he told that if you can come to Bangalore, we can move you to data team, okay, in their development data team. So that was the moment when I thought that, okay. But then I was very skeptical that whether I want to move to Bangalore or not that time, because even though my base location was Bangalore, but I am a person who is very homesick, so I really didn't want to move to Bangalore that point of time. But he was like, if you can't come to Bangalore, then I'm sorry, we can't help it. Then I'm like, I again asked that, then is it possible to release me at least? Then I can maybe search for some project in Kolkata that I can stay in Kolkata. So he was like, we can't release you, or we can't give you any timeline when we can release you, because there's a resource shortage, resource crunch is there, so we can't release anybody right now. So all of that happened, and then I was like, okay. I took some time. I took, I think, 1 week around time to revert back. That whole 1 week was a very mess in my head. That story, again a different story, I will tell in a separate video. So then finally I decided, after a lot of here and there and a lot of confusions, then finally I decided that take up this opportunity, because somewhere I felt that it will help me grow at least better than where I am currently. So I just took the leap of faith, and so the main scary part for me was the development only, because like, this is a little ironical that I wanted to move to development, but then so I just wanted the comfort of my home while I go into something new. But yeah, that didn't happen, and I think that made me grow very much that way. So yeah, I feel that was the decision. Then I completely moved to Bangalore and I joined that team. So yeah, that was pretty much the like baseline story of how I made the transition within the same company. So this was a very short video that I made, but the long process had gone by, the whole thing, and it was really very draining for me that point of time. So yeah, but I have learned a lot from that experience. So looking back, I would say I feel really grateful that I took that chance. And if you are also stuck somewhere in your life, like at any point, so just I just want to say that you never know what your one decision can do and change your life, how it can change your life. So, and if you'd like to follow for more such stories, I would love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching my very first video. See you in the next one.